My mother always dreamed of buying a house on Summit Avenue. She always would drive up and down going to garage sales and things like that, and she always had this goal of someday buying a spot on Summit.
We are excited about the fact that people struggling with mental illness or homelessness or whatever their situation, that they have a beautiful home to live in, and it brings us a ton of joy. Unfortunately, our budgets have limits, and so we have to do the best that we can, but we really do the best that we can.
While we work to improve the quality of life in our communities, I think we truly work to help people become the best versions of themselves that they can. And that goes to everybody, not just the clients that we serve, but to each and every employee.
To be with a company that has a true mission behind it, something that is very visceral and people can get behind, has been something that I've really appreciated.
It all started in our home. My mother was an alcoholic, and she, after her last binge, she went to treatment for about a month, and when she came back, she was only sober for a few weeks, and she said, "We're going to start a halfway house, Billy." I think she was a very impulsive person, and she's very confident, and I think a lot of her own catharsis and program was to help other people with their program. And she started bringing guys in shortly after she said, "We're going to start a halfway house." And they started filling up our house, and before you know it, she put a guy in my bedroom with me, and I'm like, this is not cool. So I went up to an unfinished attic and sort of feathered my nest up there. And after a while, she kind of looked up there and went, So the place was just full after about 1 year. And then later in 1979, found this place and purchased it. At the time, it was very affordable because the neighborhood got kind of run down. And so that's how we got here.
One of the most enjoyable parts of my job is being able to talk to every single new employee that comes through our door and kind of give them the intro to SLS and who we are. And I share about our core values: passion, excellence, and fun. And they say they feel it. After a few weeks of working for us, they say it's actually real.
We really give people the opportunity to do what they were born to do as best as we can. They've got to hit their metrics, they've got to perform. But we're very good about moving people across divisions, putting them in a role that really maximizes their unique ability, and you have more fun when you're doing that.
We're all here for one reason, that's to serve our mission, which is to improve the quality of life in our community. So the family stuff kind of, as soon as you walk through the door at SLS, that stuff kind of gets left behind as well. So, but at first it was an adjustment, especially working for your father-in-law.
The family business really fell into our lives after being married many years, after pursuing other things. Although we were very familiar with it and involved, Bill was on the board, it became our passion.
At that point, I felt like there really weren't any candidates who could take it over, and I approached the board. I recused myself and approached the board and said, "I don't think the business will survive unless I step in. I'm offering to take it over." And we started focusing on growing the company. From that point on, things just started getting better. We started having higher occupancy rates, which helped pay the bills and put a little bit of money into the bank, and everybody was happier. People started making more livable wages who worked for us, and we had very little turnover with our employees, and it just became a pretty happy operation. Our core values are passion, excellence, and fun. And so our next 10-year plan is to take excellence beyond the borders. So our intention is to penetrate at least a couple other states in the next 10 years. And we know the need is really, really huge out there.
This idea, this mindset that Bill Aragoni has, that everybody has tremendous potential inside each and every single person, and our mission is to be able to tap into that and help people see it and pull that out of them. And that's what it's about.